Hi, welcome once again to 360 Win. Here are some basics to help you play and win during our live blackjack tournaments. Blackjack is very easy to learn. Here's how it works. To start, you need to select a wager amount. There are minimum and maximum limits that your wager must fall between. Each person gets to make their wager amount in turn, with the first person to act rotating from one player to the next after each hand. This is important because the person who wagers last has a bit of an advantage. Once everyone has made their wagers, the dealer will deal 2 cards to everyone, including the dealer. You'll be able to see your 2 cards and one of the dealer's cards. Just as players took turns wagering, now they take turns playing their hand. The object of each hand is to get closer to 21 without going over. If you go over 21, you are considered busted and you will lose your wager no matter what happens to the dealer's hand. Now, if you're dealt a total of 21 with 2 cards initially dealt to you, well, you have blackjack and automatically win 1.5 times your wager, unless it's a suited blackjack with both cards being of the same suit. In that case, you'll win double your wager. Now, you may stand or ask for another card. This is called hitting your hand. If you select to receive another card, it will be dealt and added to the value of the first 2 cards that you received. If you do not bust with that card, go over 21, then you're faced with the same decision once again. This will repeat until you either bust, decide to stand, or receive a total of 5 cards without going over 21. Receiving 5 cards without going over 21 is called a 5-card Charlie and will pay double your wager no matter how the dealer's hand turns out. There are also a few exotic options, such as double down, surrender, and replace a card. Double down is only available as an option during your first decision after receiving the initial 2 cards. If you select the exotic option of doubling down, your wager amount is automatically doubled and the dealer will give you only 1 card. This option is often favorable when you're dealt a total of 10 or 11 and the dealer's up card is 9 or less. Surrender is also an option that is available anytime during the hand, unless you bust or receive blackjack. If you select the surrender option, you'll forfeit half the amount that you wagered and your hand will be over. The final exotic option is unique to our tournaments in that we give all players 3 replacement chips to use anytime during the tournament, but only as an option with their first decision after receiving the 2 initial cards. To select this option, you first need to click on the orange replacement button, then select the card that you were dealt that you no longer want. It will then be replaced with the top card on the deck. You may receive additional replacement chips for our live cash games and tournaments by using more than 1 entry for that game. And those are the basics of play for Blackjack at 360 Win. You'll want to practice your game by playing often in our free qualifying game so that when it comes time to play for real money, you are ready. And don't forget that even though you're playing your hand against the dealer's hand, you are actually competing against the other players and trying to end the game with the most amount of chips. Well, sometimes that means winning more than they win, and sometimes that means just losing less than they lose. Hey, good luck, have fun, and we'll see you at the tables at 360win.com.